day 4 of Between Tour.
Yeah.
And so we're focusing today on doing a more serious talk. Right.
We are. I guess we want to do a video bringing across the reason for the play. One of the reasons for the play. Everyone's going to take different things from this, so we're going to delve into one of them, which is letting go, saying goodbye.
Which is a big aspect. I mean, one of there's sort of 2 central sonnets. One of Shakespeare's sonnets, 2 central Shakespeare sonnets of the play. And one is As an Unperfect Actor, which starts the play, and the other sonnet is Farewell.
Yes.
And that ends the play. So certainly letting go and saying goodbye is a big part of the show.
It's been interesting how, besides the fact it's part of the show, this whole process of the show has been a worldwide tour, which has been fantastic. It's been an opportunity I certainly don't think I would have gotten otherwise. And within that context, we've gone to various places, met various people that we otherwise would never have met. And
had to say goodbye
to them, but became a lot closer with a lot of people than we thought we would.
Including each other, for example.
And our
director.
But we're kind of stuck together.
That's a complicated relationship, to say the least. Yeah.
But yes, the way that the play deals with saying goodbye was a key in how I approached it, because it's something we can all relate to. People often come to us after the show and speak to us about how we approach the roles, and it's a common question regarding the subject matter of the play is the fact that we are 2 straight guys who are acting in a play with a gay theme and a gay story. But when people say that, it's kind of
a lot of people don't know.
A lot of people don't know. But I mean, a lot of the people who do, and the fact is, these themes, these things that we deal with,
universal. It's the same for people who are straight or lesbian or heterosexual or some odd combination.
And that's how we key into them, and
That's what it's been the fantastic thing about the story, is that everyone comes, no matter what race or sexuality, like everyone comes and like pinpoints one part of the story and say, look, this is me. You wrote the story about me. And I go, no, that's not true. We wrote the story about us.
About us.
So it's not.
And the way the play deals with the grey areas in life and sexuality in particular. I found to be often the most poignant with people, straight people and gay people. The little boys at the beginning of the show bring that theme across heavily. How it's this living, breathing thing within us all that is not something we consciously choose. It is something that we all must experience, and people watch the show and think, oh my god, that was me as a child. The amount of times I've heard that about the show, oh my god, I did that was me, shows how we all keep these secrets, all these things inside us, and think that no one else went through them, and that is how the play resonates.
Which is great, because I love the way we set out now to speak about saying goodbye, and what we've spoken about is now one of the other key aspects, which is sexuality. So, but that's fine. Like, at least we've spoken about that now. So
yes,
and it is an important one, because sexuality is such a touchy subject for so many people.
It is, and it was in all sincerity, it was a difficult adjustment for me coming into the play, but at the same time, one of the most liberating.
Certainly. Certainly doing the play. So what is it like in terms of going to liberating sexuality? What is it like being naked on stage? Is that a liberating experience?
It is kind of liberating, except
there is a nudity warning. Nudity warning. Be warned. There is nudity in the show.
Yeah.
Strong nudity.
It was. Initially in the rehearsal process, I was kind of like, and I remember the first night in Dublin when I drop trial, I experienced the most piercing silence, and I was like, oh my god, everyone's looking at me naked. But
they weren't looking at you specifically. They were looking at...
the director Jeff used the nudity in such a
a clever way.
intelligent context.
Yeah.
In where it's only used when technically speaking.
But you have to see it.
Yeah.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
I won't give it away.
It's used intelligently and fantastically and perfectly.
So
great directing.
in that sense, I would never be uncomfortable with it because it makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Being naked.
Is it liberating? Kind of going to a nudist beach or something. Have you gone to a nudist beach?
Yeah, I have, but I've never had any qualms with being naked. Being naked is the best. So it's
being naked is the best. That's you can quote him on that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would like to hear questions from people on our Twitter account or etc. If there's any kind of issue after you watch the show or watch these videos.
That's true. Especially after watching the show, the videos are an odd insight into this. But definitely after watching the show, if you have any questions, like we always, a lot of people ask us, and like
and we'll answer them on video.
We often talk after the show to people longer than the show itself, because the show is like 54 minutes. So, and afterwards we'll speak for hours to people about the show and about the ideas in the show because it's so dense. So
yeah, so
talk to us.
If you ask us questions, we'll answer you via video,
or in Edinburgh, like directly then and there.
Yeah. Are we being indulgent now?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
Goodbye.
Goodbye.